All right, congratulations. You now have 12 different Angular 2 projects under your belt. All right, so in this video, I just want to quickly go over the different projects and what they consisted of and what we've learned. All right, so the first project was very simple. It was an introductory project just to kind of learn how to set up Angular 2. We used the quick start. We created some Bootstrap-based components. We also used the Angular 2 router, and we implemented Twitter Bootstrap in the front end. The GitHub profile search application, we took the GitHub API, we built a service that would interact with it and pull in the data using observables, and we also used ng4 to iterate through all the repositories. The ng Spotify music app allowed us to search different musicians. We used routing with parameters, forms and input events, of course the Spotify web API, and then data types and models. The Mean To-Dos app was a to-dos application using the mean stack. We set up an Express server, we set up MongoDB and used Mongo.js to interact with it, and the application performed create, read, update, and delete. Firebase business listings, we used the Angular CLI to set up our project. We also used Firebase and used their API to interact with our database. Angular Fire 2 was used to simplify combining Angular 2 with Firebase. We filtered data and we could perform CRUD operations in Firebase. The MyWorkouts mobile app was an Ionic 2 mobile application. We used the MLab MongoDB database along with their API and could perform CRUD operations on our workouts. The MyWeather mobile app was also an Ionic 2 mobile application. We used the W Underground JSON API to fetch the weather. We set up cores and a proxy, and we also used the local storage API. WebMarks was a bookmarking system, and we used Meteor.js in the front and back end. We used MiniMongo and MongoDB, and we also set up a little bit of authentication and access control. Mapit was our Google Maps module. We could display different markers in the map. We used the local storage API to store locations. We could perform CRUD operations, and we also used Angular 2's form builder. The Movie Finder used the moviedb.org JSON API. We used observables and the map operator. We used route params, and we set up a Bootswatch UI theme. DevLogger was a simple logger for developers. We used Feathers.js and set up a RESTful API and used Angular 2 to interact with it. And we also used MUI for our CSS and UI theme, and then installed that using Bower. Socket Chat was a real-time chat application. We utilized Socket.io to communicate the client and the server, and we set up a simple Twitter Bootstrap UI. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this course and learned quite a bit, and you'll continue to use Angular 2, and hopefully I'll see you in the next course. Thanks.